Hi everyone, and welcome to Pilates on the Water. And today we've got a really cool legs, bums and tums session for you. And we've come especially up to the top of the hill here at Thedingworth, between Thedingworth and Lawton, close by to the Grand Union Canal. And just take a look at the beautiful view from up here. So down below us you can see the Grand Union, Leicester branch of the canal, and some lovely countryside. So it's a great place for our workout today. To start with, we're going to warm up, and in our warm up I've actually left my shoes on, so if you've got a pair of trainers just to give you a little bit of support for your feet, that might be a good idea for the standing section of the video. And we want a nice stable base to start with, and we're engaging our core muscles, finding those tummy muscles, lengthening up through the spine, and we're just going to warm up those legs, bums and tums. So to begin with, just start off with a little knee raise, and we're just going to bring that knee up to touch the hand either side, and just bringing the knee about hip height and stay nice and tall and central with your body. Just some little knee raises there, and we'll just do a couple more. Exhale as you draw that knee up and give that tummy a little squeeze in. And then bringing the heels behind, just touching the fingers behind you. So we're just kicking your butt, touching those fingertips behind each time, bending and just tapping your fingertips there. And we'll just do a couple more there. Well done. One more. And then come central. Place the hands onto your hips. We're going to transfer the weight and just lift one leg out to the side and then the other side. Just a little lift. It doesn't have to be too far. We're just finding those little side glute muscles. Keep the knees nice and soft as you work from side to side. Exhale to lift. And two more. And then one more either way. Well done. And come central again into your simple squat. So remember, for your squats we're going to take the weight towards the back, so the tail comes out behind, those knees stay back, lovely and straight through the spine, just into that little squat position, and then squeezing the glutes to come up and lift your pelvic floor. Let's do four more. So simple squat and squeeze to come up, and again, and a little squeeze and lift. Two more and one more. Well done. Now this time I'm going to hold that little squat position and just bringing those elbows closer to the knees. A little pulse down, sitting back into your hips as you pulse, keeping the weight even over the soles of the feet and your weight into those heels and all the way up. Well done. And coming back down again. Now this time hold your position and little tap of those toes. So the weight is in the heels, you're just little tapping of the toes there. Tap, 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 and squeeze up. And now back into your squat, so sitting back and down and squeezing up. We've got three more and two more. One more there, and hold it. Now this time it's the heels, so you can just place the hands onto the thighs and lift those heels. So you're just coming up onto the toe for a second or so, lifting those heels up. And one more. Well done, and squeeze to come up. Let's reach down to the center, up and over to the side, lengthening into those fingertips. See if you can get those fingers to touch all the way down to the ground, and stretch. Down to the center, keeping the knees in line, and stretch. One more. Well done. And down into your squat and hold it there. Now this time we're going to lift one foot away, hover it just above the ground, so you're walking like a sumo wrestler. Just lifting, transferring, lifting, transferring. Stay nice and low. And march, just like a sumo wrestler, staying really low. Placing the hands onto those thighs. And center. Well done. Touch down. Reaching up both arms this time, over to the side, squeezing those core muscles. Exhale. Down to the center, squeeze the tummy. Exhale. And touch. Side reach. and touch, side reach. One more set each way, side and side. Well done. This time touching down either side of one foot, still straight down into that squat and up. Reach and squat, either side of each foot, alternate sides. Well done, one more. And come up and reach it out. Now we're going to swivel it round. So just pivot your feet so you're facing to the side. We've lifted the heel at the back. So that back heel's come up, body is vertical, and you're just lowering those hips, bending that back knee and straight back up to center. A static lunge. Chest is out, shoulders back, nice and long. And you want to get a nice straight line from the knee to the hip to the shoulder, an upright line. One more. And down and up. Well done. And this time I'm going to touch down with those fingers again and stretch. Little touch down, stretch it up. Two more. Stretch. One more. And stretch. Well done. Now this time I'm going to drive that knee up and back down. Drive that knee and back down. Two more. And down. One. And down. Well done. Step up. Step back. Step up. Fully straightening those legs as you come up to stand tall. Two more. And up. One more. Can feel those legs starting to warm up. Big time. Well done. Step center. Now we're just going to bend one knee this time. Bend and reach across as though you're going to start a lawnmower. You're going to reach diagonally across and pull that elbow all the way to the back to tighten those abs. Start your lawnmower to one side. Do one more that side. Well done. And then switch. So it's just the one knee that's bending and straightening. And you can look and twist. Elbow back. Reach across. Elbow back. Two more. One more. Well done. Now we're going to swivel round. We've got the other side now. And we're going to find that nice stable base. So you've lifted the back heel up, upright with the body, and the wind's blowing you over. Just a little pulse down to begin with, just finding your balance. Little pulse down. And two more. Well done. One more. Reach down to the ground. Reach up to the ceiling. Down to the ground and up to the ceiling. Two more and up. One more and up. Well done. Now we're going to go down to the ground and drive that knee up. Down and touch. Drive it up. Two more. Drive. One more. Step back. Step up. Step back and up. And back. One more there. And up we come. Well done. Let's step round to the front. Now this time, we're going to bend one knee, reach all the way down to the ground with those fingertips. This leg is lovely and straight. Reach all the way to the back. Straight arm. Down to the ground, all the way to the back. And reach. One more. And open. Let's switch sides. Bend. Stretch. Keep that other leg nice and long so that it's getting a good stretch there. And one more after this one. Well done. Let's reach it all the way to the top. If you just cross over your thumbs, and we're ready for a little clock stretch. So tightening those tummy muscles before you go, lift the pelvic floor, straight arm reach all the way around the clock, rotate the hands at the bottom, palms facing the front, little finger leads all the way up to the top, and reverse all the way around, really feeling that through the waist and all the way up to the top. Well done, and release. So we're going to work a little bit deeper into those inner thighs now, turning the toes out and those knees out as well. Just get a nice wide stance. Keeping the tail underneath, opening out those knees towards the toes, and just take a wide squat. So as you lower your tail towards the floor, you want that tail just underneath the shoulders, staying nice and tall, and then squeezing to come up. So a wide squat position. We're not taking that tail out towards the back wall quite so much. We're staying more upright and vertical. You do need to make sure those knees stay nice and wide though. Don't let them sneak in or allow the weight to roll to the inside edge of your foot. So staying nice and tall, and really squeeze those glutes as you come back up to center. Well done. And then keeping that a little bit low, so we're just hovering in that position, and a couple of pulses down. So we'll do 4, 3, 2, 1, and reach. Let's go down for 4, 3, 2, 1, and reach. 4, 3, 2, 1, and reach. Last set. 4, 3, 2, 1, and reach. All the way to the floor, all the way to the ceiling. Squeeze all the way to the floor, all the way to the ceiling. And again. Well done. 2 more. Squeeze. 1 more. Well done. Just bending one knee. We're going to sweep both hands across to the outside of that foot, and then swing the arms up and back into that wood chop. To the outside of the foot. That knee is bending to the outside. One leg is straight again. Much wider than before. And swing. 1 more. And swing. Well done. Opposite side. Down to the outside edge. Swing it up and back. So good practice for your golf swing. Stretch. 2 more. And 1 more. Well done. Coming center. And we're coming even lower. So real deep squat now. And lifting one heel and then the other heel. Alternate lifts. And lift. And holding that wide squat. And lift. 1 and 2 together. A lift and a lower, a lift and a lower, little lift and lower, lift and lower. 2 more and 1 more. Well done. All the way down, all the way up. Squeeze it. All the way down, all the way up. Going again. Well done. And 2 more. 1 more. Fantastic. And come up. Reach it out and step back. Now we're going to make sure you've got plenty of room in front of you, because we're going to walk out in front of you. We'll leave the feet wide and just take a nice forward lean of the body. So you've got a lovely long spine. Tail is up high out behind you, and we're going to walk it out in front. Walk it out in front. And then step in with your feet. Now we're going to bring the hips down into your plank position. So bring those hips so they're nice and level. Straight line shoulder hip to heel. And then lifting the hip for a hip hitch. Down, squeezing those tummy muscles. And lift. And down. And hitch. 2 more. And hitch it up. And 1 more. And hitch. Well done. Now we're going to come down onto the elbows. Down onto those elbows. Same thing. A little hitch up and down. Up and down. Up and down. Up and down. Well done. And from here we can lower those knees. And just open those knees out, toes together, sit back and take a little stretch into your child's pose position. Just lengthening the fingers, nice deep relaxation breath. And then we're ready to take our shoes off and get the mat out. So we've come down and got the mat ready to work our abdominals, and my ground is a little bit bumpy here because we are actually in the middle of a cow field, but hopefully at home you've got a nice flat surface to work on. We're going to come down and just find your neutral spine position, so nice and long through the spine, and feet and knees are hip width apart. We might have a natural curve at the back of the spine, but we need to find those abs now. So just on the outward breath, just drawing in with the belly button towards the small of your back and gently closing the lower part of the rib cage just to find those internal abdominal muscles. A little lift of the pelvic floor there as well. We're going to place the fingers just behind the head to begin with, just to give that head and neck a little bit of support, opening the elbows out to the side. Inhale to prepare, and as you breathe out, squeeze those tummy muscles down and inwards. Just to lift that head a little bit away from the mat on the outward breath. Inhale to replace, and again, so just a simple ab crunch, down and replace. Exhale and inhale, and exhale and inhale. Now on the next one, we're going to hold that little chest lift position. So just lengthening up into the crown of the head, drawing downwards towards the mat with those tummy muscles, lengthening down into the fingertips of one arm and then the other. So we're reaching away from the shoulders, and some gentle pulses up and down just above the mat. Now we're not flapping the arms around, we're bracing those arm muscles. Small firm pulses with the outward breath. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5. So little puffs out as you take that outward breath. If you start to feel your neck taking over here, just place the hands back behind the head and breathe. Breathing in for 5 and out for 5. Well done. Now we're going to add the leg into a tabletop position, and then the second leg, and just holding that tabletop position as you pulse those arms. We've got the knee directly above the hip, lower leg is level with the floor and extending all the way to the tips of those toes. See if you can hold your tabletop while you gently pulse the arms and continue with those breaths. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then hug the knees in. Well done. Now if you found any tension creeping into the neck there, just roll the head across to one side and then across to the opposite side. And we're just warming up those abs at the moment. Bring the feet back down and the arms down to the mat. If you want to, you can keep your head down on the mat for these and just go through the pulsing and use your legs in the leg position. So next we're going to find that tabletop again, drawing down with the ribs and the belly, pushing the back towards the mat. One leg comes into our tabletop position, and you can just work with one leg in tabletop if you want to, followed by that second leg, and they're still hip width apart. If you're not sure about your tabletop, I'm going to do a separate video on how to do tabletop, so check out that one and look out for it soon. Now holding that tabletop position again, coming into that chest lift again, and if you need to, you remember you can place the hands just behind the head, and again just working those arms and breathing, and again breathing in and out for 5 and in and out for 5 and in. Well done. Now let's just bring those hands behind, give the head a little bit of support, and we're going to lower one leg only for a little toe tap. The other leg isn't moving, it's holding its ground in that tabletop position. We're drawing downwards towards the mat with that belly button. Little toe tap and just holding it. Perhaps you can lengthen those arms and do your toe tap. We'll do one more. Well done. Now to take that break, remember we're drawing the knees in, relaxing, and then easing out the neck. Take a nice deep relaxation breath because we're going again. Let's start with the feet down. We'll come into our chest lift. Lengthen into the fingers. Little pulse just to warm us up. Find your tabletop. Keep lengthening into those fingers. Well done. And then placing the hands behind the head. This time we're going to lower both legs. Now if you want to stick to just one leg, you can. Go back to doing your alternate taps. Otherwise, coming with me, we're going to breathe out and squeeze the belly to tap the toes. And then upper body. Exhale. Take a breath in. Exhale. Well done. Upper body. Exhale. Let's do that one more time. Exhale. And exhale. Now can we do an advanced crunch? So we're going to see if we can move out from the center, upper body and lower body. Down they go. Exhale back to that lifted position. And exhale down, take an inhalation, exhale up, breathe in, exhale down, breathe in, exhale up, and again, exhale down, breathe in, exhale up, one more set, well done. Coming back into our Pilates 100 position and continue to pulse, and option if you want a challenge. We're going to lengthen one leg out 45 degrees, completely straighten out that leg, and then the second leg, heels together. We're reaching strongly into those fingertips. We're pulling down with that belly button towards the mat and breathing in for 5 and out for 5. Last 10, in for 5 and out for 5. Fantastic, well done. Let's return the leg to tabletop. We'll lower the legs and then lower the upper body. And hug those knees in. Relax out your neck and take a nice deep relaxation breath. Well done. Now we're going to move deeply into the glutes next. Bring your feet down, bring them a little bit closer to your body. They're still spaced hip width apart, so there's probably 3 fingers width between your knees. Don't have them too wide, heels are in line with the sit bones, and we're again nice and long through the spine. Dropping that chin down and lengthening out through the crown of your head. Lengthen the arms, extending the fingers, and we're ready to find a shoulder bridge position. We'll inhale. As you breathe out now, again you're drawing down with the ribs and the belly towards the mat, creating a curl as you unpeel the tailbone, and then one vertebra at a time, slowly work your way up the spine until you come to rest on those shoulders. We're pressing down with the whole arm. Fingers are extended, wrists are flat. And we're just holding that shoulder bridge position. Now we're going to work the toes out to the corners and then take the heels out. So you've stepped the legs a little bit wider. We'll do that again. Toes out and then heels out. So we've moved that bridge into a wider position. Give those hips a little bit of a lift, and then we'll walk the heels in first, then the toes. The heels in and then the toes. Let's do that again. Toes out, heels out, toes out again, heels out. On the way back in, we're keeping those hips high. It's the heels first, then the toes, the heels again, and then those toes. Now we're going to take the hips, keep them level with the floor, but take them across to one side and slightly down. Up and over to the opposite side of the mat, slight little drop, up and over from side to side, some little hip swings, and again up and over, up and over, up and over. Well done. Come center. See if we can swing those hips all the way round in a circle. So we're going to go over to the side, sweep across the mat, up the other side and back to center. Stay just going the same way. up and over, swing across, sweep across your mat, up and over. Now reverse, 3 in the opposite direction. Swing across the opposite side, sweep across your mat, squeeze it up to the top, and down and across, and up to the top of the mat, and again down and across, and up to the top. One more. Sweep it across, and up to the top. Well done. And now we're going to slowly repeel upper, middle and lower spine all the way back down to the bottom of the bridge. Changing our leg position next, bringing those feet together now, toes together, heels together and knees together. Now take an inward breath, and as you exhale, we're going to keep the knees, toes and heels very narrow and squeeze together as you unpeel up into your shoulder bridge again. Hold the bridge. Now really squeeze those knees together. Stay nice and high with your tail. I'm going to open the knees out to the side. Heels are together. Exhale, squeeze the knees together. Inhale, open. Keep those hips up. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, open. Exhale, squeeze those knees. Keep pressing down with the backs of your arms and squeeze. You should feel this strongly in your glutes. And 2 more. Open the knees, heels together. Exhale, squeeze the knees. Open and squeeze. Now keep it narrow, a little lift of the tail before you repeal. Upper, middle and lower spine. Well done. Releasing those glutes lastly to the mat, and just give them a little hug in. Now we'll give them a quick stretch out, those glutes. So placing one foot down, the other ankle comes across, and we've got that knee out to the side. Bring the arms back down to the mat, and we're going to find that tabletop position. So with your bottom leg, bring that leg into tabletop with the knee directly above the hip and the lower leg level with the floor. We're squeezing the abs down into the mat, and we've got 4 little toe taps. Exhaling up, and again, and 2 more, 1 more. Hold it there. Well done. Now reaching through that little hole, and just clasp hold of the back of your thigh. Extend the leg up towards the ceiling and flex the foot. Give that a really lovely stretch. Well done. Find your tabletop, hold it there, and slowly lower that back down. Now, with the other leg, we're going to extend it up. The leg you've just stretched across, we're going to extend it up towards the ceiling and then flex the foot. Hands go back to the mat. Float it almost down to the ground, but not quite touching down, and then point to lift. Flex and lower, don't quite touch down. We're drawing down with the belly. 2 more. Leg float. And 1 more. Well done. Bring that down. Let's take the other leg across for the glute stretch. Just easing that knee into the open position, and then we've got those 4 tabletop lifts. Up and just tap the toe. Exhale and tap that toe, and exhale and tap. We'll do 1 more. Well done. Now can you reach through and then extend that leg? Extend it up. Flex. Back to your tabletop. And lower it down. Well done. Now the leg you're stretching now, we're going to extend that all the way up to the top. Flex the foot for the float. We're not quite touching down. Point, exhale, lift. And point, exhale, lift. 2 more. Exhale, lift. 1 more. Nice stretch of that leg. Well done. Hold it there. Just clasping the hands behind the thigh. Extend your bottom leg out now. So you can hold it in that position. Some nice deep long breaths. And on the next exhalation, chin to chest. Unpeel the back of the head, and we're going to walk the hand up to the calf. So we're just holding that floating position. Press the leg into those fingers and roll all the way up. Keep that nice curve through the spine. Just draw yourself towards your knee. Lovely long stretch down. Switch hands, switch legs rather. And then on the next exhalation, we're going to lift the other leg and take it back with us down towards the mat. Hold it there. A lovely stretch. Inhale. Exhale, pressing the leg into those fingertips. Keep that lovely curve all the way up. And draw yourself down. Switch legs. And all the way down. Well done. Hold it there, ready for our single straight leg stretch. Now we've got those shoulders back. We're squeezing the tummy. We're lengthening the leg towards us. 2 outward breaths. Inhale. Now hold it with your tummy as you switch. And switch. Nice and still with the upper body. We're drawing towards that knee. And switch. One more. Well done. Lovely. And slide down the leg to release the body back down to the mat, and just hug those knees in and release. Now, still working the glute, we're going to roll over and come into prone position. So you're on your tummy now. Still working those glutes though. Fold the hands, elbows out to the side, and we can just place the forehead onto the back of the hand there. Going to bend one leg and keeping your hips down on the mat. So hips are staying nice and level. You're just going to unpeel the thigh to push the heel towards the ceiling and then lower. Unpeel the thigh, push the heel to the ceiling and lower. Now it's important that we don't tilt the body in the opposite direction. We're staying as level as possible, just warming up that glute. One more, and then extend that leg so it's a little bit lifted away from the floor. We're going to draw a circle, so taking the leg out to the side, up, round the center, down, out to the side, up, all the way across to the other leg, down and around. See if you can keep your hips in contact with the mat as you draw that circle using your glute. Reverse. Up and out and down. Up and out and down. 2 more. Up and out and down. 1 more. Up and out and down. Fantastic. Now we're going to remember where we were and come over onto the side. And I'm just going to place my hand underneath the head on the side there, and then bring the feet slightly forward in front of the body. Make sure your hips are vertical. We're squeezing the waist on the underside and on top, and the hand is in front. I'm just going to bring that knee down in front and extend it up and away behind that bottom leg. Touch down with the knee and extend it up towards the back. Touch down with the knee. Exhale. Stretch and reach into those toes. You should feel that in your glute. And again, touch down, exhale, stretch. Touch down, exhale and stretch. Well done. And hold it there. We're going to draw a little pyramid now. So this is going to be the top of our pyramid. Just touch down just in front of that bottom toe, back to the top of the pyramid, and then touch down behind you. Up, in front. Up, touch behind. Up, in front. Up, touch behind. Squeezing those waist muscles, keeping those shoulders nice and still. And again, lift, down, lift, behind. And again, down, lift, and behind. Well done. Now that top leg gets a little bit of a rest as you place the knee and the foot down onto the mat in front. We're going to lift the back or bottom leg now for adductor lift, squeezing the inner thigh towards the ceiling. Exhale, stretch it up. And again, a little squeeze. And squeeze. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. And 1 more. Fantastic. Now we're going to come back into our prone position. I'm going to switch ends though. And again, just folding the hands one on top of the other. Placing your forehead onto the back of the hand. And the other leg is the one we're working now. And we're going to bend that knee, flex the foot, and keeping the hips nice and level and flat on your mat. Exhale, squeeze your glute to unpeel the thigh only, and then re-peel. So the knee and the thigh are moving up, away from the mat on your exhalation. You're pushing your heel towards the ceiling. And lift. And lift. And 1 more. Well done. Now point the toe, extend that leg, and we're going to draw those circles. So take and sweep all the way up, across the top of the mat, up and over, not quite to the floor each time, keeping the hips level and in contact with the mat. So it's just the leg that's moving, not those hips. And 1 more in that direction, and reverse it. Out, down, across. Up, out, down, across. Up, out, down, across. Can we do 1 more? Working deep into that glute. Fantastic. And then rolling over onto your side. Just work the side on this side. Bring the feet slightly in front of the body. Get those hips stacked in the vertical position there. And the top hand is there just to give you that little bit of extra support. And then we're going to just bring that leg up, touch down with the knee, and extend it up towards the back corner. Touch down, squeeze and stretch out that leg. And again, stretch it out. And again, and stretch. Touch down, stretch. 2 more. Stretch. 1 more. And stretch. Now remember those pyramids. This is the top. Touch down in front. Back to the top. Touch down behind. Give it a squeeze up. Keep that leg fully extended as you draw your pyramid or mountain shape. Up to the center. Behind, up. In front. 4 more. Behind, up, in front, 3 more, behind, up, in front, 2 more, and 1 more. Fantastic. Well done. Now that leg gets a little bit of a rest as we lift and lower that bottom leg now for the adductor lift. Squeeze the inner thigh as you lift that leg up. Give it a good squeeze. Push. 3 more. 2 more. And last one. Fantastic. Well done. Now we're going to find a bit of a mermaid sit. So we're going to bring that bottom knee out in front. Fold the back knee behind you. And then come up into a seated position. So we've got a Z sit with the legs. You can hold on to the back ankle just to bring the body into the upright position. And we're just trying to get those sit bones to come down onto the mat and bring that body into the upright position. Take a little twist towards the back. You can turn your head, give that neck a little stretch, and then twisting the opposite way. And again, a little twist round. Well done. Now we're going to take a nice stretch, so lengthening one arm up, placing your bicep close to your ear. Take the hand out to the side and then just lower the elbow down. Keep your bicep close to your ear and both your sit bones down on your mat for that stretch. Now we're just going to lift the elbow and push ourselves back up, same side. Down onto that elbow, lengthen into the stretch. Keep the bicep next to your ear and the same side. Both those sit bones are staying down as you lengthen. And one more. Beautiful, well done, and up. We'll go the opposite side, so just take the hand down to the ankle, lengthen, and you can use the hand just to draw the body directly to the side. Try not to twist forward or allow the shoulder to come in front of the body. And up, and we'll go again. And two more. Take that twist. And one more. And twist. Now you can tell there's lots of cows in this field. Getting a few flies as well. Now I'm going to switch sides, so take the feet across to the opposite side. You've got one knee and foot out in front of you, the other one is bent behind. You can hold on to the ankle. And then we're going to lengthen the arm. Take the hand out to lower the elbow, and you're keeping your bicep right on your ear here. The knees are staying down, both hips are staying down for that stretch. Push on the hand to come up. And to the same side. Lovely stretch all the way down through the waist, all the way through the tummy, those hips, those glutes, getting a lovely stretch as well. One more. Well done. And up. Now for our last stretch, let's go to the other side and take it bicep to the ear and center. One more. And again, and come up. Very nice. Now to finish, we're just going to bring the feet together. Start off with your spine lovely and tall, so you're sitting right on the top of those sit bones. You're pressing the knees and the thighs down into your mat. We'll lengthen up into those fingertips and then reaching forward with your fingers. Just bring that chin toward your chest as you lower your hands. It's just the neck we're stretching here. The shoulders are staying back, the spine is staying tall, and the chin is coming right down onto your chest. Now we're going to keep the chin on the chest and slide the fingers along the mat towards your feet. And then scooping in with the belly, rounding towards the legs. See if you can keep your chin on your chest and really lengthen the back of the neck. Keep those shoulders back, lengthening the spine for that nice long stretch. And slowly uncurl all the way from the bottom of the spine. The last thing we're uncurling is the neck. Well done. Take a nice deep breath in and exhale. Well, I hope you have enjoyed your legs, bums and tums session today in this beautiful setting. And if you'd like to do one of our relaxations, then just click on one of the relaxations in the description and you'll be able to do some 5 and 10 minute relaxations as well. And I look forward to seeing you all again next time at Pilates on the Water.